Now here's a story that cuts to the heart of Israel's most fraught divide. A battlefield is no longer just Gaza, it's inside the minds of Israel's own soldiers. Take a look at our next report.
The war in Gaza sees no bounds. Tens of thousands of reservists are being called back to duty. A massive mobilization order that sounds like a rallying cry but feels more like a burden for many. According to reports, 60,000 men and women have been summoned for an expanded offensive into Gaza City. One of the last strongholds outside Israeli control. The orders are clear, but the decisions are not. For some, it is seen as a matter of duty and survival. Officers who have spent hundreds of days on the front insist the war cannot be stopped. Midway, that Israel must keep fighting not just for its own security, but also as a defense of what they call democratic values worldwide.
The government does different things in order to stay in power, including, and that's a worst case, including maintaining this war in an ongoing struggle for no reason.
Soldiers have even compared themselves to cannon fodder as they face Hamas's guerrilla warfare, from IEDs to booby traps every step of their way. Yet the government has no plans of stopping, putting the lives of thousands of soldiers at stake.
In another joint operation, the Shin Bet and the IDF targeted Hamas spokesperson, the spokesperson of the murderous evil organization Abu Ubaidah.
I want to tell you that nowhere does the IDF offer anything less than decisive victory. We will not stop the war until we defeat this enemy.
The calls to resist are growing louder. In Tel Aviv this week, hundreds of reservists announced they would not return to duty if ordered into Gaza City. They described the government's strategy as illegal, politically motivated and dangerous to both soldiers and hostages. The families of hostages are echoing the same concern. Scuffles broke between protesters and police in Jerusalem this week during a large rally outside the residence of Prime Minister Netanyahu. The demonstration marked a culmination of a day of protests in Jerusalem, where many marched near the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, hoping their voices will be heard by the government.
We need to get the hostages back. The government needs to get them back. It's their job to get them back, and we've been waiting way too long.
But polls capture the contradictions. 3/4 of Israelis want a deal to free hostages. Yet nearly 3/4 of Jewish Israelis also say they accept the government's narrative that there are no innocents in Gaza. Many soldiers mirror that conflict, taking part in protests against the war on weekends, only to return to the front line days later. The IDF's chief of staff has called reservists a precious natural resource, but it is a resource under strain, stretched to the limit, deeply divided and questioning its own purpose.